You know, I sat here through a couple of days looking through marathon news and gameplay, and I thought to myself, this game does not look really fun at all. It just looks like they imported Destiny over, slapped a couple things on it, and just said, oh, look, we have a new game over here. You should really buy this $40 game that's new and inventive. And, you know, me simply, I'm the type of guy say, hey, if you're in that type of thing, you know, you enjoy Bungie's games, go right the heck ahead. But with this video, I want this video to serve a warning for people before you buy into Bungie's ecosystem, because trust me, I have been in Bungie's ecosystem for a very long time, and I'm telling you about like back from like the Halo days. Sure, I dabbled in like the original marathon when it came out, but again, I've been there since Halo, the absolute peak Halo, you know? This right here, I'm gonna warn you guys, this game looks like Destiny repackaged. Now, a lot of you are probably sitting there saying to yourselves, Gar, you're full of shit. You weren't part of the original Destiny or Destiny 2. You're probably just some dude ranting and raving, pretending to know what they're talking about, right? Well, let me go ahead and say a few words just to trigger the veterans real quick. Hey guys, remember Destiny 1? Remember when it was the beta? Remember that one assault rifle that got nerfed into the ground because it was extremely OP and it was gunning people down, and Bungie had to nerf it before they shut down the beta servers? Remember when Destiny first came out, when its first raid, and a certain weapon called the Vex Mythoclast dropped, and that was literally melting people? Yeah, I was one of the first people to get Vex Mythoclast to freaking melt people in the Crucible. Oh, and remember, what was it, King's Fall, the original one? And there was that challenge mode, the original challenge mode. Yeah, I was one of the first people, well, not one of the first people, but I guess one of the first waves to complete it. Yeah, I completed hard mode on King's Fall, and I got that special ship. I poured so many hours into Destiny, it's not even a joke. If you could find my D1 stats and find my D2 stats, you'll see exactly, I'm not bullshitting you on here. And I have many other videos on here where I'm ranting and raving about Bungie and Destiny. You'll see more footage on there just to back up my claims. Hell, to even make this more concrete for everybody, there is a loot cave in the Cosmodrome that a lot of people used to go there, and we used to bring the engrams back, and we used to find out that legendary engram was actually a green one instead of a legendary. So yeah, trust me, I've been through it all. And now you're kind of sitting there thinking to yourself, Gar, why did you bring this into discussion anyway? Because I wanted to prove to you guys that I've been in Bungie's ecosystem for a very long time. Like, you guys have no idea. But the main discussion here is that I want to warn you guys right now, if you're thinking about like divulging hours in here into marathon and think Bungie's going to like pump content into this and make you guys extremely happy, well, take this from a person that has played Destiny for the past 10 years, and trust me, I'm still not happy, even though I abandoned this game like last year. Yeah, trust me on this one, your content is going to be very fucking bare. Like, I am dead serious right now. You could go to YouTube right now, go to the search engine, type in there Destiny 2 content droughts, and I'm telling you right now, there's multiple videos on top of multiple videos. And even during when we had content too, the content was absolutely horrible. We would only probably last us maybe a month with a fucking seasonal update or whatever the freaking seasons they call it these days. Yeah, it would only last us maybe a couple days, and we would be done with practically the game, and then we'd just go back to farming weapons again. It was absolutely horrible. There was no substance to the games. And on top of that too, you want to talk about PvP and PvPPE, if I probably slaughtered that one. Basically games like Crucible and Gambit. Oh God, you want to talk about game modes that were like almost practically abandoned? I don't remember the last time, like, wait, when was the last time we got like a PvP map for Destiny? It was like maybe like, what, 2 to 3 years before we got a new map and one of the like the seasonal updates. Yeah, Yeah, it took them 2 to 3 years to give us a new map finally for content we were paying up front. On top of that, too, Gambit over there was the redheaded stepchild. Yeah, good luck in any content involved in that one. And any content that we got for it was basically content returned from the vault. And oh, the vault, the vault. Don't even get me started on the vault. You want to talk about giving content? No, 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 no. Let me just tell you something real quickly. If you ever know what the content vault is, let me just tell you something though. You know, the content vault was designed to take content away from this so you can expand Destiny and make it even better. Yeah, a bit of a spoiler there. No, the content vault was just designed to take content away from us and pretty much recycle stuff back to us. Yeah, don't believe me? Go look it up. I'm telling you right now to go look this shit up if you don't believe me. And a lot of you are probably sitting there saying like, oh Gar, you're just being over dramatic. You know, at least they have quality content, right? They at least, release their content functioning, working for people to enjoy. Man, you just had to wait a little longer for this content. Oh, okay, so how did Destiny, Crota's End, Destiny 2, Shadowkeep, Beyond Light, Lifeball, Curse of Osiris, and whatever other DLC came around that time too, how did that go for the Destiny franchise? Yeah, barely just hanging on, keeping their studios open and keeping the franchise alive at that point. I just trust me on this one. If you guys want a deep analysis of how bad these fucking DLCs were handled on top of the games they were released, you could go see a whole bunch of articles and videos released. Otherwise, if I told you guys how exactly bad these DLCs or expansions and these video games were on released, we would be here for fucking hours. I can't even tell you how many bugs, glitches, and just absolute mishaps happened with the original Destiny. Good God, I would talk your ears off for hours about the absolute mishaps, the firings of Marty O'Donnell. I could talk your ear off of how bad this franchise really was. And every time I see Marathon right here, I am just reminded of fucking Destiny and how bad that was on launch too. But you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself right now, like, Gar, you're just being negative. That's with Destiny. This is a fresh, clean slate for them to have a new game out for people to play on, right? That's what you guys are probably thinking of right now, right? Well, bit of a spoiler alert, this game is not going to be free to play. You have to pay $40 like you did with Concord, and then there's going to be microtransactions in it. God knows that's going to be like what, 10 to 20 bucks on that, and then they're going to have season passes on top of that. Oh, and let me just remind people here too, does anybody remember a thing in Destiny called sunsetting? Like every single season they would sunset our weapons and all that type of stuff. Well, if you hate that or you love that, it's gonna be in this game too. It's gonna happen every single season. So say like you've got an exotic weapon that you enjoy using a lot and you want to keep it as much as you can. Well, take a guess. They're gonna be wiping your guys' inventory every single season. So if you work extremely hard in getting that piece of equipment that you like, that weapon you've really been working to get, you've been extracting, getting the correct parts for it and everything, guess what? It's going bye-bye for the sake of balance and progression. Also, they're not putting in proximity chat into this game, into an extraction shooter, because it could be too toxic, even though they should just give you an option to toggle it on and off if you want to talk to these players or not. Like, seriously, what is the problem with Bungie not allowing us to have our own freedom and have these choices for ourselves? I will never understand this about Bungie. Like, they've done this stuff with Destiny 2 where they've taken options away from us because they thought it was going to be too toxic or too hard for them to develop. It just amazes me that Bungie ended up this way. The big developers for Halo and stuff. It's absolutely just bewilders me with Bungie. And you know what the cherry on top of this cake makes me not want to buy this game? Is former Concord developer says to give Marathon a shot. I'm just gonna sit here and think to myself for a second. This is the Concord developers telling me to give Marathon a shot. And I played Concord on a stream. And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, I'm not doing it. And no, I'm not gonna buy it. If someone gives me it, sure, I'll play it on the live stream, whatever. But to be frankly honest, I am not investing my money into this fucking ecosystem of Bungies ever again. I'm not going through this cycle of bullshit with Bungie yet again. I did that for the last 10 years of my life with Destiny and Destiny 2, and I'm not doing it again. I am so sick and tired of looking at Bungie and hearing Bungie. And hopefully this game sells like decently enough to the point where they keep the servers on for people to enjoy the game, because honestly I hope this game is just barely successful enough for them to keep the servers on for people to enjoy at least, because this game right here, it's gonna disappoint you. Not because the game looks terrible or it just seems like a Destiny clone, it's because of Bungie. Bungie is absolutely run by people that do not give a fuck about the general consumer or how video games should be presented to the fucking community. And honestly, to wrap this video up, if you enjoy these type of extraction shooters and if you enjoy Destiny, go ahead and pick this game up and enjoy for yourself. Ignore what I have to say during this video, but take heed in my warning. Don't be surprised if this game is lackluster, buggy, bug-ridden, fucking microtransactions riddled, freaking season pass filled, locked behind content behind like season passes. Just don't be so fucking surprised when you boot up the game and it's like that, to be frankly honest, because this is the way Bungie has been handling its shit for the past fucking decade. So don't be surprised when you get involved with their ecosystem. That's my final warning to you. If you still want to be part of their ecosystem, go right ahead. I ain't gonna knock you for it. But if you act like a fanboy, don't be surprised you're gonna be in my content when I fucking dunk on your sorry little ass. But anyway, fam, thank you guys for listening to me rant and rave about Marathon. God, I'm not gonna enjoy this game when it comes out because I'm definitely not buying it. But you know, like I always say, like towards my video, if you guys enjoy my rants, my reviews, and well, you know, dunking on fanboys type content, please leave a like and comment in the comment section. Always a pleasure to talk to you guys, and you know, subscribe to my channel because I'll definitely be bringing more of this type of content to you guys. But anyway, besides all that sellout stuff, I will see you guys in the next video, next live stream. I don't really know. I gotta go play freaking Shadows. What was it? Assassin's Creed Shadows, because oh boy, that's that one's really got on my last fucking nerves. So anyway, see you in the next video, fam. Later.